Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for Micro and Small Enterprises was set up by Government of India, Ministry of MSME and SEDBI in the year 2000, and it was in the month of July. In fact, we have completed 24 years and it was set up as a trust and it is governed by the Board of Trustees and Government of India, and SEDBI gives the corpus fund to CGTMSE. It was set up and it is centrally operated from Mumbai. There are around 281 member lending institutions. We call it member lending institution because all the banks, NBFCs, cooperative banks, regional rural banks, those who provide credit directly to micro and small enterprises without collateral security, we call it as member lending institutions. The objective was to facilitate collateral-free credit to the micro and small enterprises. Even if the business is viable, bankable, but because there is certain norms by RBI, because there is asset coverage ratio, there are many ratios which is required to lend as per the due diligence and the security features. So that is required. Therefore, banks generally demand collateral security. But in case they don't have, the entrepreneur don't have any collateral security to offer to the lending institutions, there our guarantee comes and replaces the collateral security which is required by the lending institution. In fact, in our case, our direct customer is not the micro and small enterprises, but the lending institutions, because our guarantee gives comfort to the lending institutions, but the ultimate beneficiary is always micro and small enterprises. We have been set up to help micro and small enterprises, but it acts as a credit multiplier indirectly because it gives comfort to the lending institution to unlend. It is our guarantee facilitates the financial inclusion. In fact, in the last 4 years, when you will see the graph, the slide, in 2021, the CGTMSE issued approved guarantee of 36,899 crore, which was increased in 2022 financial year to 56,000. And for the first time in the history of CGTMSE, we have crossed 1 lakh in the year 2023. When we crossed the 1 lakh crore of guarantee approval in one financial year, the then MSME Minister, Honorable Union Minister, the then was Mr. Rane, who tweeted, and on that tweet, it was retweeted by Honorable Prime Minister of India, Mr. Modi. And we have got accolades, and he has given the Press Information Bureau also press release, and CGTMSE was very much appreciated by Honorable Prime Minister because our guarantee gels with well with the Honorable Prime Minister vision, because he always tells we have to be job creator rather than job seeker. And our credit guarantee facilitates in that policy, gels with this policy. And in the year 2024, we have grown by 94%, and the last financial year we have done more than 2 lakh worth of approval guarantee. Now what we have done in the last 25 years, we have already done 8 lakh crore worth of guarantee, and recently we have, in the last month, we have reached 1 crore guarantee in the system in the 25th year. And what we have done in the last 4 years is the more than 50% of the total 25 years. It means our main growth has been in the last 4 years. Even during you will be surprised to know, because I am sharing it, even during the COVID time also, the banking NPA has not grown. And our economy has in fact revived and has taken a V-shaped recovery, because at that point of time Government of India has started, but it has boosted because it has helped bank, because 100% guarantee was there under this scheme, and it was run by NCGTC, and it has helped bank in giving the liquid funds to the needy entrepreneurs, MSMEs, and it has helped the Indian economy in recovering very fast. What is the benefit? Because there is always a question why credit guarantee is beneficial. Not having collateral is not a concern. If MSE is having business proposal, they can approach having first generation entrepreneur. If they will not be having any collateral to offer. And our Honorable Prime Minister says that, and there is a vision also, and that we have to become the third largest economy, and it was envisioned that we will become by the end of this year, but we are not going because last year it was given by the Honorable Union Finance Minister that we will be reaching that goal of $5 trillion by financial year 2028. That is the goal, and by 2047 our Honorable Prime Minister says that we have to become Viksit Bharat, and the economy will grow to $30 trillion economy. Imagine, even in the $5 trillion economy, the credit requirement to sustain that level of economy will be so high that it cannot be done only through collateralized lending. Why? Because land of India, area is limited. If FD, if they want any collateral lending institution, it is also limited. The only way through which credit can be sustained to that level, because credit will grow exponentially and land is limited, or your liquid security is limited, it cannot be done by the collateralized lending. It can only be done through collateral free lending, that is through credit guarantee, and it acts as a multiplier. In fact, the bank also, because it is beneficial from the point of view of micro and small enterprises, and also from the lending institution side, because when they do lending, the recovery, even if they take collateral, when they want to sell the property, if it slips into NPA, you will find that most of the times they cannot realize the value of the security, because it will be a distress sale. I am also from Sydney, deputed to this organization. I had been in lending. Any banker which takes any collateral security property, most of the fraud takes place through that only. That is the collateral property. Most of the time the same property is mortgaged to many of the lenders. Then in this case, when they do lending by taking the guarantee from the CGTMSE, they are also on the advantage. We have many schemes for different type of lending institutions. We have credit guarantee scheme 1, we call it, for banks. There is a credit guarantee scheme for NBFC, and there is one guarantee scheme that is called co-lending. RBI has conceptualized the co-lending, that they wanted to use the networking of non-banking financial companies, NBFC, because their reach is very high. They wanted to marry it, and the cost of funds of the banks is low. They want to create a product, and they have created a product of co-lending, in which the interest rate which will be charged to the borrower will be less under this scheme. They wanted to do more and more lending to the needy micro and small enterprises, and therefore they have conceptualized this, and we have already issued the guarantee scheme under this scheme. It was envisaged by RBI that the ultimate beneficiary will be getting the loan at the 18 or 21%, because NBFC has a very good reach. They will be having only 20% exposure under that, and 80% will be from the bank, and because the cost of the funds of the banks are less, the ultimate interest charge by them will be low. In fact, CGTMSE is also running one very good scheme which was conceptualized during the COVID period, and it is the scheme of Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, that is for street vendor. That is PM Swanidhi scheme, under which small loans are given to the street vendors which were not being given by any bank. They were not supposed to be credit worthy. But under this guarantee scheme, that is the PM Swanidhi scheme, guarantee scheme is there. We only run on behalf of Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, and we don't have our money in that, but we run the scheme for the government. And you can very well say that the NPA is not very high under the scheme, which was supposed to be there. And there is one scheme also, that is for 18 trades, that is PM Vishwakarma scheme, and 18 trades are included under this, and we are also running guarantee scheme, but this is because our ministry scheme from our ministry, we are running from our own funds. In fact, you may have seen that we have grown in the last 3 to 4 years. It is because we have taken a lot of policy improvements for ease of doing business. We have done a lot of, because guarantee ceiling has been increased from 2 crore to 5 crore. Guarantee fee was reduced from 2% to 0.37%, as low as 0.37%. And waiver of legal action has been done for the banker when any account slips into NPA. They come to us, they lodge the claim, and claim is settled. For claim to be settled, for banker it is important that they don't have to lodge any initiation, means for lodging the claim they don't need any need of initiating legal action. We have taken, because there are various categories of borrowers, basics. There are social categories, we call it like women, person with disability, SC/ST entrepreneurs. For them, we are giving concession in guarantee fee, and the coverage is also at liberal terms to the banker. The coverage is high, more than what we do in the normal course. We have collaborated with various state governments where the extent of guarantee coverage has been increased from 75 to 85 to 95%. Means ultimately, bankers will be having only 5% stake in the project, and if there any amounts slips into NPA, they will get 95. Means they will be encouraged to lend more and more in that states. We have collaborated with 7 state governments: Assam, Meghalaya, Manipur, Goa, Odisha, West Bengal. These are the states where we have collaborated, and recently we are going to Mizoram also. They are also collaborating with us for higher guarantee coverage in their state. Gujarat is also in the pipeline. They have already approved. And for banker it is very important, because bankers are also there in this present in this hall, that we have reduced the lock-in period for the loans which are given 10 lakh, and the maximum repayment period is 36 months, that is 3 years. We have made one very good schemes, that is ICDD, Identified Credit Deficient Districts, where the banks are not lending more under those districts. RBI, there are districts, the list is there, more than 180 districts are credit deficient district in India, where we are giving 10% reduction in fee, and we are giving 5% more coverage under the scheme. There is one scheme which is very important, which was launched last February, that is for informal micro enterprises. Those enterprises which are exempt from the GST regime, not having Udyam registration number from the URN, but having Udyam registration number from Udyam Assist portal, because they don't have even permanent account number, they will be registered on Udyam Assist platform. Then we have a scheme where 20 lakh, I will discuss it in detail in the next slide. In fact, all the activities which are mentioned in MSME Act are eligible: wholesale, retail trade, manufacturing, service, educational and training institutions are also covered. And under hybrid model, they can give the loan, they can take the collateral security, and for unsecured portion, we issue the guarantee. Whenever we issue the credit guarantee, it will always for the unsecured portion, means no collateral, no third party guarantee will be available for that portion of the loan. Then only we are giving. This scheme was conceptualized at that point of time in 2018 because we were receiving many queries from the bank and from the industry associations, because whenever there was any collateral security in any loan, it was a strict no under credit guarantee scheme. But when the requirement of the loan was high and it was only up to 2 crore guarantee, then when the loan was more, they can take for the some portion, they can take collateral security, and for unsecured portion we will be issuing the guarantee. In case of women, we have just last month we have increased the guarantee coverage from to 90%. It means any women entrepreneur who will be setting any enterprise will be getting 90% coverage. It means banks, when will be lending to any women entrepreneur, will not be having any disadvantage. In fact, by extending the guarantee coverage, we are encouraging the banks, the lending institution, to lend more and more to the women entrepreneurs, because generally women entrepreneurs are not given so serious thought from the lending institutions, and government are also giving very much policy initiative thrust on the women entrepreneurship through many programs. Therefore, we are also giving stress, because the women participation rate is very low in India, and if India wants to become $5 trillion economy or Viksit Bharat by 2047, the half of the population cannot be left behind. Therefore, we are encouraging through policy initiative. In fact, anytime guarantee coverage, it may not be very much relevant to the micro and small entrepreneurs perspective, but from the lending institution it is very important, because earlier when they were being sanctioning the loan in the subsequent quarter, they were coming to us and they were getting the guarantee coverage. Now this caveat, this condition has been waived off. They can come at any time. The only caveat is that it should not fall under SMA 2 category, because bankers know what is SMA 2 category. It should not fall under SMA 2 category. This is the fee slab, which is the standard rate of fee. 0 to 10 lakh guarantee, it is only 0.37% per annum. Above 10 lakh and up to 50 lakh, it is 0.55. Above 50 lakh and up to 1 crore, 0.60. In fact, from 10 lakh to 1 crore, the fee has been reduced by 50%. And in the year 2023, government has supported us by 9,000 crore. It was given in the budget speech also. Our credit guarantee scheme was there. In fact, it was envisaged at that point of time that after 9,000 crore support, we will be giving additional guarantee of 2 lakh crore in next 4 years. I am happy to share to you people that we have already achieved in 2.5 years. What we had to achieve in 4 years, we have achieved in 2.5 years. We have already issued additional guarantee of 2 lakh. Above 1 crore and 2 crore, it is 1.2%, and more than 2 crore, it is 1.35%. This is the table I have prepared to know how much concession any entrepreneur can get. Each column gets 10%. Means women, if a woman is in NER or in ICDD or in aspirational district and having JET certification. JET certification is zero effect, zero defect. It's a certification which creates quality product with less and less impact on the environment. So we are promoting that. So if a woman having these two columns, so will get 30% discount on that. If it is under 0.37%, 30% of 0.37% will be the discount on the fee. This is the column which is there. I have made it for simplicity. And the extent of guarantee coverage, in case of women entrepreneur, it is more than 90%. Up to 5 lakh, it is 85%. It is not coming because there is some problem in the here, but I am telling you, in northeast region up to 50 lakh, it is 80%, and all other category we are giving 75% coverage, so that bankers can lend more and more by getting more coverage. This is the informal micro enterprises, which I have already told that they can take URN from UAP, and 20 lakh loan can be covered under this scheme. Creation of primary security is not a prerequisite, because in all the schemes, means many schemes, primary security is must. What is primary security? Primary security is any asset created in the project is called primary security. And any security which is taken beyond this project is called collateral security. Means it will run but never meet. It will go along but it will never meet. Therefore it is, literal meaning is collateral security. So whenever we issue any guarantee, it should be collateral free. It is very much clear. It should be collateral free. No third party guarantee. Only guarantee from the promoter director will be allowed under the scheme. Standard rate of AGF under this scheme, under the slab 10 lakh up to 20 lakh, is lesser than what it is in the normal scheme. In normal scheme it is 0.55, here it is 0.45. To encourage the bank to lend more and more to this sector, informal enterprises, because bankers are generally reluctant to lend to this sector of because 10 lakh they are mandated not to take collateral security by RBI. Therefore they come for guarantee. They cannot take any guarantee, collateral security for loan up to 10 lakh. But from 10 lakh to 20 lakh, they are not comfortable, because they are not in a position, those entrepreneurs, not in a position to offer any collateral security. Therefore we have designed one scheme, especially for under this. In our normal scheme, initiation of legal action waiver is only 10 lakh, but here it is up to 20 lakh. Means whole of the claim can be done by the bank without initiating any legal action. Then there is one scheme which I have already mentioned, that is the identified credit deficient district. Here also, if any unit is coming, there 10% reduction in fee, and in case of women, the coverage will go up to 95% because 5% more coverage is there. Generally, bank asks why guarantee is better than collateral security. Bankers are generally attuned for collateral security. When I joined in the bank, that is a development financial institution, in year 1995, it was always told, because there was no credit bureau at that point of time, that the capacity to pay one can judge, but the intention to pay by the borrower cannot be gauged at that point of time. Then what was the best security? The flat or the house in which the promoter was living, staying in his own house. That was supposed to be the best collateral security, because there will be always a moral thing that it is a prestige part on the part of the borrower, that they will never default, because it is a prestige issue in the society. But after introduction of credit bureau, the intention not to repay is not there, because if any promoter nowadays, any entrepreneur defaults, whole career is finished. Earlier it used to be in the same bank, he will go 500 meters away in that branch, they can take loan by creating NPA in the same bank in nearest branch. But nowadays no entrepreneur, only it can be NPA if there is outside any region because of product which is not being of product obsolescence because of the technology or anything which is not in control of the promoter. Whatever the guarantee issued by CGTMSE is sovereign in nature. That is the guarantee issued by the government of India. It has got its own advantage for the lending institutions. If they go for collateral lending, because at the macro level, the bankers, the CMD, the CGMs of the banks are very much aware that when they will do the lending backed by the credit guarantee, they will have capital charge free, because there is no risk weight, because 0% risk weight is assigned to the sovereign guarantee. by the RBI. Therefore, the extent of guarantee coverage, that is, if the loan portfolio is 100 crore and that is guaranteed by us, then on 75 crore there will be no capital charge. Only on 25 crore there will be capital charge, even if the loan accounts remain standard. It is very important because it is the times, the leverage to the capital, how much the capital they have to block against the risk weight asset. That is very important for the banks because this capital is very costly, because it is tier 1, tier 2 capital, which is very costly. The capital is conserved. It is very much important for the field level of the officer. Whenever we go, we try to sensitize the bankers who are at the field level and are doing the lending and are in the lending desk, that whenever you do any lending, any credit you dispense with the backing of the credit guarantee, your bank is always in advantage position because they get the capital charge. Second thing is that you are also saved because most of the fraud takes place because of the collateral security. The realization of the security is also a problem when you go for liquidating the security if it becomes NPA. But in our case, it is very much available on the tap. Whenever there is claim, you come to us within 30 days, that is the maximum period. But I can very well say that nowadays only within 15 days we settle the claim to the banker, and our claim settlement has also increased in the last 4 years from 1000 to 1300, 1900, and last year we have done 2600 crore of settlement for the banks. Dealing officers always say that whenever we interact with that, no, we have comfort with the collateral security. But collateral security cannot be a solution because guarantee is the solution. What I have told, that the credit requirement which will be required in the future can only be done through the credit guarantee, not through the collateral security. And even the banks are at the top level are very much aware. When the SBI has now last August launched a product through STP, that is straight through process. On mobile app you can apply the loan, and up to 5 crore you can apply based on the cash flow because of the GST return and income tax return. And from there is a cutoff more than 2 crore. They will require some balance sheet or like that. But no bank manager, it will be referring to you to that level, can demand any collateral security up to 5 crore. And all the banks are launching this product in some form or the other, and it will be backed by the credit guarantee. In fact, my point is that even if any entrepreneur is having any security to offer to the bank, at the first instance, don't unlock that security. Keep it with you, start your business with collateral free lending, avail it from bank. When you will go for expansion, then it will be required. And at that point of time, you can offer the security and get 5 crore guarantee. Because our guarantee is a revolving type of guarantee, per borrower 5 crore. If you repay the loan, guarantee is again available. But when any loan becomes NPA and we settle the claim, then the borrower is out of the credit guarantee purview. Because it is a public good by the government, and we want more and more people to come under the credit guarantee scheme. Therefore, it is debarred. That is the concept. Any question if you want to ask?
Hello, my name is Archana. I'm a managing director and co-founder of Entreprenuership. So we provide cybersecurity services to small and medium enterprises, and currently we are growing really fast. So recently I was actually looking for the CGTMSE. this MSME acceleration program where I met Sunil Kumar ji. So he also mentioned about the CGTMSE program. So what is the process? So मैंने थोड़ा field work भी करा था, मैं bank to bank गई. So they never say that okay आप आओ and CG, because it's been a 1 year to our company and उन्होंने हमेशा से यही चीज़ें ऑफर करी हैं कि हाँ collateral चाहिए होगा और मे बी और अगर आप 3 साल कंप्लीट कर लेते हो तो I mean what is the process, the seamless process?
Yeah. In fact, CGTMSE does not stipulate any condition with regard to sanctioning disbursement of loan. It is as per the respective guidelines of the lending institutions. First of all due diligence and everything is to be done. The second part, what you told that they wanted collateral security, it is the lack of awareness. Because of the lack of awareness, there is always information asymmetry. Therefore, we are organizing so much of awareness program. Even RBI is organizing NAMCAP, that is the National Mission for Capacity of Bankers, capacity building for bankers. And we have been always invited in each NAMCAP, and it is being organized in each and every district of the country, and we are taking session either online or deputing someone, or we are taking help from SIDBI also, wherever SIDBI is there, because SIDBI is our parent organization. We take help. We always make aware the field level officer. Therefore, I have told you in the first instance while presenting my PPT that bankers at field level think that collateral. Now, what is the security? Security comes last. First comes the proposal. Whether proposal is bankable or not. Whether proposal is viable, economically viable or not. If the proposal is viable, security comes second. It doesn't come first. Idea comes first. Business idea comes first. If business is bankable, means if a banker thinks that your project is viable, bankable, then he has to replace it with collaterals. Free, that is the credit guarantee mechanism. And therefore I told you, because many of the bankers are traditional bankers from the many back years they have joined. But it is in the interest of them, because of ignorance, they don't know what is the capital charge. But the capital charge is very much important. Their top level officers are all aware about this. Even they are organizing their staff's training through us also. In fact, we have done for Bank of Baroda in the last 3 years I am there in this organization. I can very well say we have run a lot of training programs for Bank of Baroda, SBI. Now tomorrow my one AGM is coming, and SBI Academy. One program is there for whole day for SBI. For SBI we are doing circle-wise training. We have done for 3 circles. Therefore, we are making aware all the bankers at the lower level, because they have launched a product with the support of the collateral free guarantee. You can go, because 1 year is there. There are not sufficient data, I think. You cannot.
We have 1 year idea.
1 year idea. So I don't know what is the guideline under that SBI STP loan.
Eligibility criteria says that yes, you should have 1 year of your balance sheet.
You can apply through that if you are eligible. You can use that app of SBI for STP loan, and you can try. You can also go and meet any banker or with whom you are banking. I am telling you, even private bank, SDFC, any bank, all our member lending institutions, they can certainly help you out. If they want to give you credit, security is not the problem. They can go through this. That is the main part.
Thank you.
Hello, I have taken this loan from Bank of Baroda.
Okay.
But the problem is the interest rate is very, very high.
Interest rate?
Yes. Bank of Baroda is charging interest as well. And it is near about 11%. I have taken 10 lakh loan when I was starting my business. I have gave them 3-year proposal. And I have a company, and every year they are doing.
Madam, I got your point. But because of credit guarantee scheme, it will not be high, because they are mandated to take interest based on certain parameters. they do the rating, and there is a stipulation by RBI that you have to take like your sort of lending rate or through repo rate plus. I don't know because it is their due diligence, because they assess the risk, because no banker charge arbitrarily. I can very well say that no bank at recent times, because last 10 years it has come, that there is risk management system in each and every bank, and it is mandated by RBI. No bank charges interest rate arbitrarily, first of all. They have to have some risk management system. They rate the facility, they rate the borrower. Based on that, and as per the band, interest rate band, they can charge. I cannot comment on that, but because of guarantee, they cannot charge more. My point is that.
And we are starting the business,
Yeah.
but nothing is there. And RCA is preparing 3-year project report. Based on that, they will get it. So
But
what is their criteria of charging?
no. Means we do not stipulate any condition with regard. I am telling you, it is a plain vanilla product. It is a generic product. We don't cap any interest rate that you have to charge this, you have to charge that. It is as per their respective guidelines, because all are regulated entities. All lending institutions are regulated by RBI. They have to have systems in place with them.
Is there any audit system which you people are doing?
No, we are not supposed to do any audit, because our credit guarantee replaces only collateral security. It gives comfort to them. Yes, we have inspection policy. Whenever they claim, then after claim, if they recover anything and they do not pass on to us, then we have inspection on sample basis. We do the inspection of the bank, and that is the only thing we do. Nothing more than that. Because they are all regulated entities by RBI, and RBI is already mandated, has already mandated that up to 10 lakh they don't have to take any collateral security. Therefore, no bank can charge, say, to any entrepreneur up to 10 lakh of loan that they will take the collateral security. Now it is under consideration by RBI that it may increase, but still it is 10 lakh.
सुधीर सर, बीइंग ए बैंकर मैं एक चीज बोलना चाह रहा हूँ कि अभी आपका प्रेजेंटेशन पढ़ना मैंने ध्यान से सुना. एवरीबॉडी इज सेइंग कि बैंक्स आर नॉट डूइंग दिस दैट, लेकिन आपने अपने ग्राफ में देखा कि बैंकर्स
नहीं, आई एम नॉट टेल कि बैंक्स आर नॉट दैट.
आई एम नॉट एंटरिंग द
Banks are not aware at lower level.
सॉरी मैं से कवरेज आज 2 लाख करोड़ 2 लाख हो गई है. आपकी 8 लाख जो कवरेज चली है 4 टाइम्स हो गई है. इसमें बैंकर्स का प्रोपोर्शन बढ़ रहा है, ऐसा नहीं है. और जहाँ तक बैंकर का सवाल है, बैंकर जब सीट पे बैठ कर लैंडिंग करता है तो उसके ऊपर बहुत सारी एजेंसीज काम करती है, जिसमें RBI भी होती है, ऑडिट भी होता है, इंटरनल ऑडिट भी होता है, एक्सटर्नल ऑडिट भी होता है, आपकी एजेंसी में सब होती है. तो वो एक डिसीजन उसको उस सीट पर लेना पड़ता है. ठीक है, हम सिक्योरिटी और उसकी बात नहीं करते. मैं एक सिचुएशन आपको पूछना चाहता हूँ. आज हम जनवरी में बैठे हैं, मेरे पास एक प्रोजेक्ट रिपोर्ट आती है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट है, कंपनी इज प्रोजेक्टिंग कि मैं 49 करोड़ टर्नओवर मेरा रहेगा सर इस साल में. आई अप्रिशिएट 49 करोड़ टर्नओवर आएगा. मैं उसको फंडिंग करता हूँ अंडर CGTMSE 5 करोड़. ठीक, उसका ऑडिट होता है, बैलेंस शीट आती है, बैलेंस शीट में आता है 52 करोड़. ऑडिट होता है सितंबर में, अक्टूबर में वो बैलेंस शीट MCE में अपडेट हो जाती है. तो क्या मेरा CGTMSE कवरेज दिसंबर में अगर मैं चेक करता हूँ लाइव रहेगा या नहीं रहेगा?
आपका 2 पार्ट में सवाल था. एक आपने बोला, मैंने कमेंट किया, हमारे कस्टमर कौन है? MLI. मैंने हमेशा बोला है, हमारा बिजनेस का ग्राफ बता रहा है. हमने बोला अवेयरनेस, इंफॉर्मेशन एंड सिमेट्री. द पर्सन्स हु आर एट द डेस्क लेवल, some persons are more aware, they are doing, some person, because it is person specific at branch level. We are getting the feedback from the your bank head level, head office level only. Therefore we are organizing the training program. So I have not told that banks are not doing. Banks are not aware, because they will be aware. We are making them aware. Their head office is also pushing them to do. From which bank you are?
I am from UCO Bank.
Okay. The pertinent question is whether the guarantee will just sit down, please. Don't get in a standing position. Whenever we issue any guarantee, we check the status at the time of issuance of guarantee. First of all, it should be in MSE category, that is micro and small category at the time of issuance of guarantee. If it is term loan and if the unit migrates to medium enterprises in between, the guarantee which has been issued will continue to be honored till the life cycle of the loan, that is the end of the term loan. And in case of working capital, because in our scheme it is the renewal in every block of 5 years, it will remain valid for 5 years. But after 5 years, because that unit enterprise has already migrated to medium and government has already told us not to do anything in medium category, because the medium enterprises, the credit gap is only less than 1%. Therefore, we have been told by the government not to touch medium enterprises because there is no credit gap. The main credit gap is macro and small. So we will honor the guarantee and we are honoring the guarantee. There is no question in change of, if the change of status is there, the guarantee will not be given, or it will not be infructuous, it will be in force.
सर ये क्वेश्चन भी
Your concern is very much now redressed.
पूछने का एक लाइव रीजन था इसी शहर का गुड़गांव का।
हाँ।
होता क्या है जब हम कहते हैं CGTMSE को हम कवरेज देंगे,
हमने FAQ भी डाला है बॉस, लगता है हमने साइट पे।
मैं अपनी बात कहना चाहूँगा कि हम कहते हैं माइक्रो स्मॉल को बढ़ावा देंगे। होता क्या है कि मेरी स्मॉल एंटरप्राइजेस 50 करोड़ पर आकर रुक जाती है। एक तरफ हम गवर्नमेंट गाइडलाइंस में कहते हैं कि अब जो इंस्टीट्यूशन है माइक्रो या स्मॉल है, अगर वो अगले 3 साल तक रहता है उसको सारे नॉन टैक्स बेनिफिट मिलने चाहिए MSME के। लेकिन हम कवरेज को उसको 50 में रोक देते तो मेरा खुद का एंटरप्रेन्योर जिसको मैं धंधा बढ़ावाना चाहता हूँ वो 50 में रुक जाएगा, 49 49 करोड़ पे रुक जाएगा। इसके इस क्वेश्चन के पीछे मेरा कारण क्या है, मैंने ये फैक्ट CGTMSE से लाइव पूछा था। एक मेरे पास कस्टमर था इसी गुड़गांव शहर का, उसका 50 करोड़ की टर्नओवर थी 24 में। उस टाइम मैंने राइटिंग में पूछा कि सर इसका 50 करोड़ हुआ है, 24 में हुआ है, बैलेंस शीट फाइनल होनी है सितंबर में। मैं इसको एज ए स्मॉल एंटरप्रेन्योर कवरेज लेना चाहता हूँ, नॉन टैक्स बेनिफिट आप 3 साल तक देते हैं, तो क्या मैं इसको कवरेज लूँ? दैट टाइम मैं रिप्लाई गिवन इन राइटिंग कि नहीं सर, जिस साल उसका टर्नओवर हो गया खत्म उसको कवरेज आप एंड हो जाएगा।
नहीं,
ऐसे में क्वेश्चन बैंक के लिए आता है कि अगर उसने अनसिक्योर्ड लैंडिंग कर दी तो उसका रेट क्या
If you have any problem, you, because our mobile number are also there on the site, you are free to ask any question. Guarantee will never be dishonored, it will never be discontinued. Only thing is that no enhancement will be there. Second part is that you are telling that if a company or an enterprise reaches that level of turnover and migrates to medium enterprises, it is an enabler. Why government is telling don't do the guarantee for the medium sector? We had gone to the government that we are willing to do. But government has also some perspective because the fund is scarce. Government has to focus in that area where it acts as an enabler. Now that enterprise has been enabled and now the turnover has gone to, it means they must be having some sort of surplus, profit, some security, collateral property they have created, or there may be. Means they don't require such type of support as in terms of, but you mark it. One genetic guarantee scheme has also come out in the last budget for the manufacturing sector for micro, small and medium enterprises, that is 100 crore for the capital goods. It means government is also under consideration, but in a certain manner, in a focused area, they want to keep the credit guarantee because the fund is required for that. Because the corpus is required. We can't be over leveraged. Now our corpus is 16,500 crore and our fund is around 28,000 crore. It is in public domain. And we have already life guarantee, we have touched 4 lakh crore of guarantee. MSME Vikas committee report which came in 2019, they have said that world over there is experience that 25% of the outstanding loan credit to MSME should be under the credit guarantee mechanism. That was the envisaged by MSME Vikas committee report. And in that report it says that 15% is the acceptable level. Now under micro and small enterprises, as per the RBI report, the outstanding is around 20 lakh crore and we have already reached 4 lakh crore of life guarantee in our case. So we have surpassed 15, we are touching 23, 24, means we are bang on the committee report, that is MP Kamath committee report, that 25% of the outstanding credit should be under the credit guarantee mechanism. And it could not have been possible without the banker support, because we don't do lending, we only provide comfort to you. Lending is done by you people only. Lending is not done by us. We do not stipulate any condition that you have to select this borrower, that borrower. Only activity is there that you have to do under MSME Vikas. All activities are there, you also know. Only pure agriculture activity is not there covered. All type of activities without collateral, third party. That is the only requirement. We issue the guarantee, ease of doing. Your bank is also coming under API. Most of the banks we have done API, major banks like SBI, SDFC, we have done API. Bank of Baroda has come just 10 days back on the API. And it is seamless now. And guarantee, you mind it, I am talking to you, guarantee is being issued in our portal. Automatically, we don't see any proposal. Therefore, in the guarantee, when you will see in 1 year, we are going 17 lakh of guarantee. And our staff is only 34. All over India we are centrally located. It is possible because of that we are only fully tech-based. Even the claim settlement up to 10 lakh is without manual intervention, because there is no legal paper has to be seen. Then it has to be based on any business logic. Then it has been built in the system, and the claim up to 10 lakh is being settled by the system itself without any manual intervention.